Understanding by Design, or UbD Stage 1, is all about identifying the ending of where your unit is intended to go. It is all about your desired results. In Stage 1, you are figuring out which content standards your students will be mastering and then using them as guides. You want the students to be able to apply what they are mastering outside of the context of how it was learned. The first section in Stage 1 is the course summary. This section is specific to the unit that is being taught. This section tells us all about who this unit is being designed for and why. This section goes through course information, unit information, specific course design information, as well as unit summaries such as overviews and the big idea for the unit. The next section is professional organizations. The professional organizations are where you are pulling your standards or competencies from. In this section, you will list the organization, a URL for their website, and a URL to any competencies or standards that they have available. After professional organizations, you have your standards and/or competency section. This is where you will include the standards from your professional organizations that apply to the unit. These are the expectations you have for your students' learning, knowledge, outcome, and connections. In this section, you will list any standards and competencies as well as their codes. Next is the transfer section. This section is all about what the teacher, you, want to ensure that your students are able to transfer or make meaning of. Think of the knowledge and skills you are covering and how you want students to make meaning of them in order to make connections in other situations after the unit. This is what we want students to be able to do independently after the unit is done. Here you will type this in and include the code for the competency or standard that aligns to it. Following the transfer section is the meaning section. This is divided into two different sections, one for essential questions and the next for understandings. Essential questions are the overarching questions that are meant to provoke thought and make the students wonder and transfer, which remember means be able to do by themselves after the unit is done. These should obviously be listed as a question and shouldn't have a simple answer to them. Understandings are the concepts and skills that the students will be able to gain. They can use these to make inferences and create connections that they will be able to apply to new situations. Understandings will start with, the students will understand that these need to be uncovered throughout the unit in order for the students to understand them. Finally, we have the acquisition section. In this section, the knowledge and specific skills students will learn are discussed. In order to make meaning, students must have these areas. The knowledge section is about the facts and basic concepts that the students will know. These should be factual information, vocabulary, or basic concepts that they need to know by the end of the unit. Think, students will know what at the end. The skills section is for the discrete skills and process that the students will be skilled at following the unit. These are the basic know-how skills and should say what specifically the students will be skilled at.